Welcome to a special edition of the adult demographic. Umaga.mp4 passed away earlier today in Houston at only 36 years of age. This is a sad day for us.
He's like a year older than us.
Yeah, a year and a half older than us. I mean, it's just a sad day. I mean, Umaga, I just can't believe this. I mean, he was born March 28th, 1973. He was a Samoan American wrestler, better known, of course, as Umaga. He was best known for his time with the World Wrestling Entertainment, where he was also a two-time Intercontinental Champion.
Now, he was a member of the Anawa'i wrestling family and frequently worked as part of a tag team variously named the Island Boys, the Samoan Gangsters, and, of course, 3-minute warning.
Got 3 minutes?
With his cousin Matt. He was born in America, Samoa.
Yeah.
And of course, member of the famous Anawa'i wrestling family.
Yep.
Hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Yep.
His mother, Vera, I believe it's Vera or Vera, was the sister of Afa and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
Yep.
And later, Umaga's gimmick would be patterned after their anger. Absolutely amazing. Fatu trained to become a wrestler at the Wild Samoan Pro Wrestling Training Center, operated by his uncles, Afa and Sika. That was in '95. And he started wrestling for the World Extreme Wrestling, WXW, the next year, and he and his Matt were brought into the WWF.
Yeah, that's what it was back then, a WWF.
To take part in an angle with Rikishi. Was actually then they ended up getting sent into the Farm Territory, which used to be OVW, and before that it was Heartland Wrestling Association. Memphis Championship Wrestling was their next stop. Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling, holding champions in both under the names Samoan Gangsters and Island Boys. And in 2002. The team was brought back, now renamed 3-Minute Warning, and that's how 3-Minute Warning began.
It is. All I gotta say is Knox Pro is a sad day for them. I mean,
on a personal note, from ADTV,
oh man,
we cannot express. I lost my father. CJ's been through. We don't even want to get through what you've been through. The problem is that we hate losing good people.
Yeah.
So.
He was just on the Hulkamania tour.
I know.
Wrestling Ken Kennedy, Ken Anderson. And now this, I mean...
After his release from WWE, he became ECMO, where he's part of the Island Boys.
Yep.
He worked TNA. He had a tag team with Sonny Siaki. He feuded with America's Most Wanted, Chris Harris and James Storm.
He did.
And then he went to take bookings in Japan. He used the name Jamal. He is the Jamal. Right. And short-lived team with Just Incredible before a permanent team with, I believe it's Taiyo Kea. And they held the AJPW Unified World Tag Team Championships. It reads like a book.
It does. It does read like a book. I mean, he had a storied 7 to 8 year run with the WWE 2 different times. The first was from 2005 to 2009. That was his biggest run. And I actually had a streak of 34 consecutive wins.
Televised wins.
Now this is a pretty interesting story with him and John Cena. Now, Cena actually kayfabed this. He actually had a work injury to his spleen, and he refused to get a medical exam, which caused him to actually could have forfeited his title. And then he actually defeated Umaga by submission with a worked injury to the spleen. And to this day, I wish Umaga, they would have put the belt on him, because he could have took it and did some big things with it. He really could have.
June 23rd, 2008, Umaga was drafted Raw to SmackDown.
Yep.
He suffered a torn PCL at a SmackDown Live event in Johnson City, Tennessee on August 2nd during a match with Jeff Hardy, and he wrestled through that.
He did. This guy wrestled through everything. I mean, he was just a great, phenomenal wrestler. And then back just about a year and a half ago, on April 27th, 2008, Fatu's mother, Vera, died after 7-year battle with cancer. Man, that's just bad. And he had some great finishing moves. Of course, he had the reverse pile driver, which he did in Japan. The Samoan Spike, which is his famous American closing move. The Super Samoan Drop, one of his special moves. And the Wild Samoan Splash.
He had 8 or 9 signature moves.
Yeah.
Reverse STOs, running jumping headbutts, the giant swing into the turnbuckle. Things that were just... He was a great entertainer. He was a great guy. We didn't have too much interaction with him. We only met him a few times. But from what I understand, he's salt of the earth kind of guy. You know? And backed up his peoples. Look at his managers. Who were his managers?
Bischoff, Rico, you remember Rico,
Well,
and
of
our
course.
favorite, Armando Alejandro Estrada.
Estrada.
And I bring to you
The Samoan
Bulldozer. Ooh, manga.
Yeah, he never could say it right. Neither could William Regal. He called him Umaga. And
No, he called him Umanga. That's why I said that.
the nicknames for this kid: the Samoan Monkey Typhoon, the
Yep.
Samoan Wrecking Machine, the Samoan Smashing Machine, and the
Samoan
Samoan
Bulldozer, which is his most famous gimmick.
Look at these. Let's go over his championships. They
Yep.
have to be done.
Two-time reign as the Intercontinental Championship, his biggest run with WWE,
Okay.
WWF.
All Japan Pro Wrestling, AJPW Unified World Tag Team Champion with Taiokeia, and the World's Strongest Tag Team with Taiokeia. Frontier Martial Arts, he was the FMW and WEW Hardcore Tag Team Champion with Matt Anoa'i. In Hawaii Championship Wrestling, the HCW, let me see if I get this right, Kekalike Heritage Tag Team Championship with Taiokeia.
And that time in Hawaii really helps you out there, man.
Yeah,
You're
I
pronouncing
know.
all those words right, man, all those names.
Yeah, we spent a couple of years there.
Heartland Wrestling Association, he was the HWA Tag Team Champion with Chemo. Memphis Championship Wrestling, he was the MCW Southern Tag Team Championship 3 times with Chemo as well. In PW Illustrated, they ranked him 22 of the top 500 singles in 2007.
Wow.
Yeah, and this is a kind of a slam here, but Wrestling Observer, why? Dave Metzler, this is screwed up of you. The worst tag team in 2002 with Rosie? Come on, they were not the worst tag team.
I guess you forgot about, what were those 2 guys that just came out there and danced? Do you remember Romeo and Antonio? The Heartthrobs. You know, it just, no. Anyway.
There were some bad tag
Shane
teams.
and Vince were both managers for Umaga. He's related to everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. And
Like half the people on Knox Pro, which is, if they if they have a show this week, I'd be surprised.
Can I talk about this for a
please
second?
do.
The show must go on.
Think so.
I understand that times are tough. I've lost my father. You've lost people.
Right.
We have to realize what they want for us, and they would want us to continue. So we will be beating down the domain door tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow night.
Saturday at 6 p.m.
Wow.
We will be there, and we will be there with signs. It will be there with everything and an Eddie chant, which unfortunately we know all too well. This is a very sad day for ADTV. This is a very sad day for Knox Pro, for the Anoa'i family,
The whole family, yeah.
for all of the island, all of the Polynesian and Melanesian islands. This is huge.
The whole crew of Knox Pro, from what you told me, is there now.
Yeah,
I mean,
evidently
in
they were
Houston.
all flown out to Houston to say their goodbyes, and all we want to tell you guys is we're here for you.
The show must go on.
ADTV is here for you, and I promise you the best review we've ever done. Please put on your show. Well, I'm begging you. I think that's the way he would have wanted it. Like I said, I didn't know the man.
Right.
But do you think he'd want us to be sad?
No, but at the same time, I'm not, I can understand if they postpone the show a week and then make a memorial out of it, make it a special show.
Okay.
But at the same token, yeah, I kind of agree. I think the show must go on. So I'm kind of torn in the middle. Believe it or not, I'm torn in the middle. I'm not sure.
Well, maybe our viewers can leave some comments and help us out. We are Knox Pro Academy, Knox Pro Entertainment. We're always going to be here. I'm so sorry for the loss. I can't express in words how bad we feel. It doesn't have words. All we can tell you is that we're here for you. We really are. 24/7. You call us. Half of you have our phone number already.
Yeah.
Call us. We are here for you all night.
This is another edition of the Adult Demographic for the ICO and Heavy Pennies, K-Ross. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Keep your head up, okay?
Peace.